Hey Cancer, how's it going? We're here with the timeless reading. Welcome. All right, the first card out is the Devil. The second card out is Ten of Cups. I've been seeing the Devil come out in a couple different readings that I've been doing today, and I do feel like this is somewhat connected with Saturn right now. We're going to get into the details of this. The Devil and the Ten of Cups feel like always represents the same thing for the most part when this combination comes out together. The Devil is about reaching for something that we perceive like we don't already have within us, and so it's a part of us that feels empty, or we feel like we're not whole in some way, or we're looking for a feeling that we perceive to lack naturally. Or it can be numbing or avoiding something or overemphasizing something to the point where it sort of starts losing a sense of context. The Devil and the Ten of Cups is like, I'm trying to achieve happiness, but the way that I'm going about doing it, I'm not going to actually get there. So the Devil is like this distorted way that we're trying to accomplish something. What you're trying to accomplish is the Ten of Cups. So this is like, I do want to be in alignment, like I want to feel fulfilled, I want to feel satisfied. And the Devil is like, well, if you keep doing it this way, like you're sure to get there, but you never actually are able to reach it by doing things in that way. What the Devil is, what that energy is the sentiment, the notion that you'll never get enough of something that almost works. And so because it almost does, it sort of keeps you on that trail until you wake up to this being an illusion, like this is not really the way that you're going to get where you're trying to go. The Ten of Cups part is real. Excuse me. The Ten of Cups part is real. That's the part of you that's like, that's seeking something, that knows that you can obtain like that happiness or that fulfillment or that peace within you. And the Devil is kind of a way that's going to distract you from actually achieving that. And the Page of Cups is feeling like you may be getting some messages coming up, you may be getting some feelings coming up that are telling you exactly this, but it can be something that's hard to reconcile, something that's hard to come to terms with, because the Devil can be like a fun way of doing things, or just something where it's like, I want this to be the answer, and so it sort of feeds off of that. I want this to work. And it's like, yeah, I'll give you what you're looking for, I'll give you what you're looking for, but it never actually materializes because it's not the way that you're actually going to achieve this. You can never get enough of something that almost works. So it sort of sets you up to be in that cycle always until you wake up from that. And having Page of Cups feels like you are waking up at this point to this realization. And it seems like it's requiring a change of you. I'm hearing the word gnosis coming through. It's knowledge that we have, wisdom that we have. All right. All right. How is this showing up for you? I'm seeing Queen of Cups. So this can be something presenting itself to you that you can emotionally attach to. Let's just use an example to explain this energy. Having Devil and Queen of Cups can be, if I am in a codependent relationship, I'm gonna be happy. And you can feel those moments of being close with someone, and then it's like this thing that's underlying it feels almost like You can't get enough because it's like almost there, but it's not really there. The Devil and the Queen of Cups is going to be anything that would be tempting you internally, like spiritually, emotionally, saying like, if you do it this way, this is going to be the answer, but it never is. And so you're always stuck on that loop of like reaching and almost getting it, and then it's pulled away, and reaching and almost getting it, and it's pulled away. Devil and Queen of Cups can also be, there is something that I feel I need within myself, like love that I want, or connection that I want, or intimacy that I seek. And the devil can be looking at things externally, like maybe the answer is going to be that, or this person over here, or this relationship, or not that relationship. And it has you looking all around outside of yourself when the answer is really going to be within. Like, this is a spiritual problem, and so it requires a spiritual solution, not a material one. And the devil is going to be something material. Having the devil and having Ace of Pentacles feels like something is coming through and tempting, and it's attaching to you emotionally. When I say that, it's not like some spooky type of thing here. This is more so like there is something open within you that you are, it's open to seek, it's open to receive. It's like a receptor that you have within you, like a spiritual thing, an emotional thing. And the devil coming through is like, let me latch on to that and I'll give you what you're looking for, but it's not going to be the real way to find it. Like, it's not actually going to satisfy what you're looking to satisfy or make whole what you're looking to make whole. But I'm seeing this actually be offered to you, and there's a part of you that if you want to believe this, like, you'll bite this, end up taking it, and then find yourself going through a tower moment where it's like, oh, this isn't the answer. But it's like, you don't have to do that. You can see that now and not have to go through all of that. But also too, like, sometimes we're not convinced yet and we still need to go through it, and there is absolutely nothing wrong with that. If you're at a point where you're like, well, maybe something outside of me really can be the answer and I'm not finished trying to do it that way, that's totally fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, we're here to experience, we're here to explore. And if this is a route that you want to explore, you can, but just know you're not really going to find what you're looking for. And Page of Cups is that feeling within you that already knows this, that acknowledges that. Like, I'm seeing something sort of present itself to you and you already know. There's just something that's like, this would be a complication. This would be getting into something intricate, difficult, sticky, something that it would be very hard to separate myself from. And it's like, here it is offering itself to you. Are you going to take it? Don't you want to be happy? It's definitely me. It's definitely this thing outside of yourself. And it's like, it has you going on this wild goose chase because it's not going to be something outside of yourself. It is going to be something internal. But the devil is like, well, try this, try that. And again, there's nothing wrong with that, but also know too simultaneously that it will not satisfy what you're looking to satisfy. Like, it will not be the answer. There will not be like absolute joy, connection, peace, fulfillment within that, because it's not the real deal. It will not materialize for you. Or if it does, it will be yanked away because it's fleeting. So you can have a moment where it's like, oh, this is the feeling, but then it gets pulled away because it's the devil. It's something that is not the, it's like not the real way to get to that. Like, it'll maybe temporarily let you get there, but then always the rug gets pulled out from underneath you and you're at square one again. Like that type of thing. There can be a part of you, though, that's tired and it's like, I just want to feel happy, or I just want to feel connected, or I just want to feel at peace, or like things are all right. So maybe they're like, you're in a position where you could be potentially vulnerable to this type of energy, but you would know, there would be a vibe that you would get. Like, you are so intuitive just naturally. There would be a vibe that you would get from this where it's like, there's just something dense about this energy. And if I were to take this on, if I were to get involved with this, I know already that it would be maybe not the best situation for me, or it would be a complicated thing, or it would be something that I would get involved in and have a hard time extricating myself from. It's something that I would grow more and more and more attached to and feel less and less and less empowered, because I'm imbuing that with my power instead of like imbuing myself with that. And so it will be one of those relationships where you give your power away to something, you sacrifice for something, and it's like not actually going to deliver, and then it leaves you feeling very depleted, very weak, and then it creates that codependent type of relationship. Nonetheless, it's on at your door, like presenting itself to you, like, do you want to take it? Do you want to take this on? I want to say this too, for some of you, this can be an energy that, with the devil, it will be something that feels seductive, like it will speak to something within you, okay? So this isn't something where you're like, with the energy, this is something that it feels attractive the way that it presents itself to you. That's the allure of this energy. I feel like it speaks to a part of you that likes to nurture, that feels good when you are nurturing, taking care of, loving, when somebody is relying on you, when somebody's dependent on you. So you can be like, if I'm the one that's doing that, like, how is this gonna be the thing that's like attaching to me and then not empowering me? But this feels like you may be craving to play something out, and the devil is like, here, we can play that game together, but then it's going to pull you into a cycle that you're going to get stuck within, and then you're going to have to pull yourself out of again, because it's not like the right way to fulfill this within you. But I do get a really sentimental energy, and something that will take advantage of this energy that's coming through, that's being offered to you. It's like, don't you want to take care of me? Or like, I really need you to nurture me. Like, this energy speaking to you in this way, and you can feel like it really pulls on your heartstrings. But there can also be this other part of you that's like, this is like a warning, warning, warning. Don't fall for it. Don't go in this direction. Because it's going to present itself and look, whatever it is that you're craving, it will appear in that exact way, or speak to you and be like, this is the perfect setup for that, but you'll just have a feeling about it. Like, this isn't a great direction for me to go in. But I do see it definitely speak to a deep part of yourself that you may feel like is very intrinsic to you. Like, a part of you that very naturally, like, maybe it's asking you for your exact love language, whatever this is, that's presenting itself to you. So it's like, just an example, if you see yourself as being like very nurturing and able to, you know, Cancer is a nurturing, a healing energy, taking care, providing, especially like emotional support and things like that. It's gonna be something that's coming through and being like, I know that you're that type of person. That's why this energy appeals to you. I'm lacking that, I'm needing that. But then you get into a relationship and it's not gonna be reciprocal. And I also feel too, like, you're not in bad shape. Like, I'm not seeing you be in a bad spot. I just feel like this energy appeals to you. And there's something that may feel kind of extreme about it, or there's something that feels very magnetic about it. And it will be saying exactly what you offer, that's exactly what I need, because I don't have that within myself. And then you fall into a situation where maybe you're not the one that's going to be like, I need you from a codependent space, but maybe you're going to be creating that dynamic with whatever's on the other end of this, whatever's on the other side of this. And then it's going to be like, well, I'm not letting you go now. And then you're energetically tied to that until you energetically separate yourself from that. So you can even feel like you're the one sort of with the upper hand in this situation for some of you. But this thing is going to be like latching onto you and then not wanting to let you go. So even if you're the one that's like, I don't necessarily have attachment issues, Whatever's on the other end of this, it does. Especially if this is a person. I'm seeing it almost to present itself in sort of a, like, you're not obligated, but here, do you want it? Like that type of thing. And there can be a part of you that just feels sentimentally impacted by this. I'm seeing a tower, I'm seeing Page of Cups, and I'm seeing the tower. This feels like you do not need to play this out. You can know already, like tapping in, you can know that this is going to bring about a tower if this is something that you end up participating in. Like it will be something that introduces a very chaotic energy into your life if you go this route. It feels like stuff will happen that may even be like outside of your like spectrum of control, and that you'll sort of be at the mercy of this. Nice. Having Mars, Tower, having Sun. These two energies are kind of like battling it out right now. So you can feel like your core is sort of like working something out now with the part of you that wants to take action, that wants to do something, that doesn't want to really sit there with it, but maybe wants to act and show up. Think about it. I'm seeing Capricorn and I'm seeing Virgo, Mars and the Sun. I'm also seeing Taurus on the bottom of the deck. I do feel like when this thing presents itself to you, when you sit with it and think about it, you see where this goes and you know that it will drive you off the edge of the cliff. Like you already know that this will be introducing an eventual tower moment if this is something that if this is an energy that you take on. But the thing is, again, that like if you do that, then so be it. You're just going to go through it. It's going to be really challenging, but if you're up for it, then there's no wrong choice here with this. It's all just what you want to do. The Devil presenting itself to you. So something very seductive presenting itself to you, but also very unhealthy, toxic, something that wouldn't be a great situation for you to get yourself involved in. Hermit feels like taking the time to bring light to this, to understand this. Ace of Pentacles feels like this is a chapter. This will be potentially a long-term chapter if you do get involved in this. I feel like it'll be advanced, and I do feel like a lot will happen in a short period of time from what I'm seeing here, because this is a very intense energy that you take on to work with. But also know too that there would be a lot that you'd learn if you do go through this. But if you don't want the chaos and you don't want to be like absolutely disheveled by this, because it will be very chaotic in your life if you take this on, it's all your choice what you want to do here. But the only thing is, if you take this on, don't fool yourself into thinking that you're going to find what you're looking for, because it's that thing that this is connecting within you, it will not really be able to materialize that for you. So just if you do take that on, know that, like, go into it with a clear-headed space, because you'll soon like see how things start materializing, where it's like, this wasn't what I thought it was, or like how I thought it was going to be, or why is this not connecting? I feel too like you've gotten to a space where you give yourself a lot more credit than you had in the past. Like in the past, you may have gotten feelings about things like that, things like this and maybe wrote them off and done it anyway. And at this point, I feel like you've made a lot of progress understanding the intuitive messages that you get too and what they mean. There's definitely a foreboding that's happening here. A new chapter, but it feels kind of like an offer that's coming through for you. 10 of Cups feels like it's promising, like this will make you happy, don't you want it? Like it'll be filled with all the best things. Seeing Tower here feels like this is something where the rug will get pulled out from underneath you, and it will also entail a lot of learning and growing if you take this on, but a lot of changes in your life as well. Your future, thinking about your future, thinking about your direction and your path, what you're taking on now and where that's going to lead you. Some of you got a message unexpectedly. Page of Cups and the Tower can be like somebody popping up unexpectedly. Somebody, something, a message, an invitation, a feeling. You could definitely go without this. You'll feel like you avoided a lot of chaos if you do, but at the same time, if you do go for this, it's not going to be a waste by any means. It'll be a lot of difficult stuff, but you will definitely learn from it. So you get to decide with all of that being said. All right, everybody, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everyone for connecting. Thank you for tuning in. I'm sending everybody love, and I hope to catch you guys next time.